Story tonight, parking downtown. It can be a hassle. You're on the clock, late to pick up your car maybe. You fear the worst. How do you react when your car's about to be towed? News 2's Mike Lissette has the interesting story of one woman who tried to take matters into her own hands.
I'm driving, and I hit the gas even harder. I mean, I was really my intention was to get away from this guy. And he just kept on hanging there. And I think at a certain point in time, I really thought, he's going to hurt me.
A night out with a friend turned into a nightmare for Ashley Doyle. After a late dinner at Fig, she was late to pick up her car from this parking lot in downtown Charleston. There, she noticed a tow truck driver, 25-year-old Jonathan Carter, already on the job and ready to make his move on her car.
So I guess I challenged him, and he had some rage issues.
Or so she says. As they say, there are two sides to every story. This one is no exception. According to Carter, his tow truck had already been attached to Doyle's car. He claims she tried to leave the scene without paying.
I says, ma'am, are you the owner of that vehicle? She says, yes. And I says, okay, well, your vehicle's going to be towed, ma'am. It's going to be such and such. She says, I'm not paying you anything.
And that is where our story takes an interesting and near-violent turn. Doyle says she ran to her car, and while driving away, an enraged Carter came to her driver's side window, pounding on the door violently.
Finally got his fist through the window. The whole window shattered. And I'm still driving, and he's still holding on. Why not whip out a butcher knife and kill me?
But that, according to Carter, is not what he was intending to do. He says he was fighting for his own life.
And I guess I'd stuck my fingers in between the cargo rack and the actual roof there. And next thing I know, she puts it in drive, and she floors it. My hand gets caught in the cargo rack, and I'm being dragged around this parking lot.
A nearby police officer noticed the commotion and stepped in. According to the police report, the officer wanted to charge Doyle for assault, not Carter, who actually chose to have all charges dropped. Now Doyle feels cheated and says she won't rest until somebody pays in civil court.
I'm sure that the police want it to go away and all, but, you know, I think women deserve a little bit more protection from our law enforcement.
All right, so who's ultimately right in this situation? Doyle chose to park in a private lot, which means by law, she has to obey by those rules. But there are some rules those private lots have to abide by if they choose to take your car. First off, the lot must clearly display contact information, including a phone number of the towing company. Secondly, the towing company must contact police within 30 minutes of the tow. Third, if they happen to see your car being towed, you have the right to stop the tow and pay a smaller fee, a maximum of half the tow rate. And four, the tow truck company that took your car must take credit cards. Now, these are just some of the rules they have to follow. For more information, you can visit our website, countont2.com. I'm Mike Lissette, News 2.